What I really enjoy about it is it's not your traditional vampire story, and it's so based on the dysfunction of a family and the siblings who are trauma bonded, and they love each other so much in maybe not the healthiest of ways.
Do you have any idea how stupid you are?
Dwight is a bit despicable. I don't know that I really saw him that way the first time I read the script. Obviously, I saw him as a very sad, sort of pathetic figure, basically a slave to Jesse.
Who was that and why was he in our house?
Who was that and why was he in our house?
Who was that?
Who was that?
Who was that?
Who was that? It's an interesting dysfunction that they have. It's really twisted and interesting. But then as we've played it more, Dwight is maybe has a good heart. We don't really know because he makes such terrible decisions. What if we just left?
To Miami.
Anywhere. We could get in my truck and...
I feel like with the relationship between Pam and Dwight, I think he starts out as just another client to her, but the more that they talk and the more that she gets to appreciate him and realize how he is kind of different, like he needs her on a different level than other people do, I think she really grows to kind of care for him and like having him around.
I think Jessie is a tyrant. She's all about control, but I think that's her only choice in her mind, and she doesn't see any other option. And I think Jessie, being a woman without children, her brothers have become her children as well.
I heard some kids playing outside today.
When?
And it was bright out.
You're not supposed to be awake at that time. You know this.
Thomas has this remarkable loneliness that comes from being trapped in his house with two sort of ghosts that are his elder brother and sister, who aren't, who love him, but they're sort of so drained by the cruelty of their life that there's nobody in this house. It's a lifeless house. And he is actually so full of life, unlike his brother and sister, despite being the ill one, despite being the one whose body and mind is maybe revolting against him. He's full of life, and he wants to be full of life. There were a few moments where I thought, hey, you've got a beautiful thing going on here, but what if we added even more of that layer of loneliness?
Mark it.
57 Alpha, take 4, mark.
The action and effects in the film were very fun. I'd never been thrown around and stabbed and murdered before, so they had amazing armadillo spines to wear for the stunts, and I got to be slammed into the fridge.
Yeah, the killings are interesting because we're in a genre film where killing is necessary, and Dwight has to kill as a sort of utility, and he's not set up to do that spiritually, which is really interesting to me. Like, he's the one member of the family that can go out physically and like kill grown men, but he's not a killer, and so each kill that he performs in the film just destroys him more and more.
Looks like a house.
It needs to be.
From the audition, I thought John was great. Like, he seems to really know what he wants, but something about the way he delivers it, like, never makes you feel stupid or like you really hosed something up.
Mikey and John are really, really solid. They've done so much research and they've prepared so much that they seem like they are filmmakers with more experience than they actually have. Mikey is a beautiful cinematographer. He makes everything look so good, and they have really great taste in the cinematic language that they're using for the film.
They want to make a beautiful piece of cinema that'll stand right up there next to beautiful pieces of cinema. Now, whether or not we succeed is always up to circumstance and luck and skill and time and all the other things, but that's where their ambitions are, that's where their drive is set. I have doubts always. I've done enough films that you're always nervous and you're always worried, and they're always and you see things that always spark down. You're like, oh, is this gonna be good? Is this gonna be good? Which is a killer like thought loop. But every time I look at playback, I feel comforted by the fact that I'm stunned.